Okay. Tai Chi is an internal martial art.
Mm.
It's not an external style. It's like you're expecting when you go to push, external styles worry about moving all the externals out of the way, right? Like you got this, I have to take the external away, right? Block it, move it, or totally. But I just have to move what you're pushing on. If you're pushing on my ribs, I let go. The organs and so forth you're pushing on, I I move those. I keep everything else there, right? And I can show you out. Very small. So I'm only moving what I have to move. So, like when you give someone CPR and you compress the chest, the sternum has give. Well, if somebody's pushing on that, that's what gives that internal movement. I don't have to go here. They push. I don't have to do this. So if you're pushing on my chest, I don't have to do that. But if I do that, if I hollow, like Tai Chi says, sink the chest, round the back, lower the shoulders, sink the elbows. Those are all things for a reason, right? Okay. These are the principles of Tai Chi. But if you're not paying attention to why you're doing those things, it's not enough just to sink your shoulders, sink your elbows, to concave the chest, to raise the back, to tuck the collar. You have to know what's the purpose for it. And then you'll understand when to do it and how much to do it. But if you just try to be that way all the time, because I'm doing my form and I'm trying to stay in that position all the time, well, it's not called for, because you don't walk around hollow, raised, sunk, down, so you're just naturally walking around. But when you get attacked, your structure changes and you go into those things. And then once that attack stops, you bounce back out, something else comes, you go back in. You're not,
that's the adapting.
You're not doing that all the time. You do it when it's needed. Like right now, duck. Did I punch you?
What?
Yeah, that's my point. You don't walk around constantly ducking. You duck when you need to.
Right.
Same thing. Those things happen. Those alignments happen when you need to. There's a use for doing it. There's a purpose. Everything needs to be based on purpose. It has to be purpose-based. If there's no reason, no purpose, you don't jump out of the way when you cross the street if there's no car, right?
Right.
But by the same token, cars come and some people don't jump because they're not aware. So you need to get your mind right to be reactionary to a proper response to meet the situation. Remember I said, situation always dictates what you do.
Right.
So when we're doing stuff, you're touching me, I'm just doing what I need. I'm doing this, but I'm not doing this. I don't need to do that. I just need to take away what you're trying to do. Everything else, you're not attacking everything else. So why am I trying to flail, move everything else?
Right.
I'm just taking away the thing that you're bothering, right?
Right.
So we're doing stuff and you come here, I go here, right here. Now I'm in a position, see how off balance you are?
Way off balance.
Because I stayed there, I didn't move her. But if I moved everything else that I tried to take you, I couldn't, right? I'm not in a good position. I stay here, I move, but now here.
Mm-hmm.
So when you read the classics, when you read the principles, when you study them, it's not enough to say, can I recite them? You have to say, what does this mean? How does this apply? What is the purpose? When should it be applied? How should it be applied? And that's why it's important to actually practice in a manner that you're going to execute these things, right? So that you can find out the truth of them. There's truth in these things. They're not just standardized things for you to follow all day long, to walk around, chest sunk, back raised, hip tuck, shoulders down. You just walk around.
Like
I'm ready.
Robot.
No, no one can do that. That's not even functional to our lives.